This is a formula that some of you may remember. If you took a geometry class, you may have studied this formula. This is the formula for finding the area of a triangle, where B stands for the base of the triangle and H stands for the height of the triangle. So the area of a triangle can be found by taking the base times the height and then taking half of that figure. Well, let's take this formula and solve it for H. Right now it's solved for A. The A is by itself with a coefficient of positive 1. I want to solve for H. I want to get the H by itself with a coefficient of positive 1. Well, this formula has a fraction, doesn't it? And remember our technique when we have fractions in equations? We can get rid of the fractions by multiplying both sides by the common denominator, which in this case is only one fraction, so the common denominator would be 2. So 2 times A is 2A. And 2 times 1/2, well, what is 2 times 1/2? That's 1, isn't it? And 1 times BH would just be BH. And now I'll divide both sides by B. Because B over B will give me 1. 1 times H is H. I have isolated H. I've solved for H. And the formula for the height is to take twice the area when somebody tells us what it was, and divide it by the base of that triangle when somebody tells us what that was, and then we can know what the height of the triangle was. So we've taken this formula and we've solved it for H. We've isolated H on one side of the equation with a coefficient of positive 1. That's what it means to solve for that variable. And again, the technique I used was very closely related to my technique for solving linear equations in one variable.